Marcel here from PRICELINE Pharmacy West Brunswick. Today I'm just going to answer a few questions about food intolerance testing at the pharmacy run by Food Detective. Okay, so food intolerance testing, just to summarize, is just to kind of identify which food groups that you are intolerant to and how that affects your day-to-day life. So a lot of people will come in and they'll say, listen, I'm not feeling very well. I feel like I'm sick to my stomach all the time. I feel I'm really tired. I just don't feel like the food I'm getting getting into my system is providing me with the energy that I need. So that has a lot to do with food intolerance. Basically, what food intolerance is our body will ingest food, but for some of us, due to genes or other factors in our lives, we find that we'll produce an immunoglobulin called IgG. So what that does is that wants to wash out whatever stimulant there is in the gut that's irritating the gut. So that's why you hear a lot about things like lactose intolerance, but what's surprising is how little people know that it could be any different kind of food group, ranging from fruit or vegetables, mushrooms, things like yeast, things like oats, barley, everything. So there are many different intolerances that people have, and it's very interesting to see how many people do not realize that they have these intolerances, but it's making them feel sick and tired and dull. So it's a really great test. It's a clinical test that we conduct. Like all tests that we like to do, we like to make sure that it's the least invasive as possible. So we only ask for 1 prick of blood, and basically you need that much blood into a sample to just figure out how many intolerances you have out of the 59 tests that are there. So to give you an idea, we get your blood sample and we mix it with a diluent and a tray, and the tray will turn different colors depending on how severe your reaction is. So not only will the food detective test tell you what you're intolerant to, but how intolerant you are to it. So for example, someone may have a mild food intolerance to eggs, but a very strong food intolerance to lactose. Both of these things will be identified within that test. So it's a really great test to do. It costs $250, but with that you get 2 consultations face-to-face. You get 2 consultations over the phone, a meal plan, and also some dietary advice and supplemental advice. So it's a really valuable service that we have that no one else is doing, unfortunately. It is one of the tests that do require some time though. So how long does it take? Well, it takes about 40 minutes to develop the results. But for us to come in and for you to come in and conduct the test, it takes about 5 minutes. We just grab your blood sample, go through the test details and the process, and then we can call you back for a follow-up appointment once the results are in. This follow-up appointment can be taken anytime after the test is conducted. We just like to follow up with you as soon as possible, so then we can start working on your meal plan and your dietary plan together. So it's a great way to kind of start thinking about eliminating certain things and just adjusting your diet in order to get you feeling better a whole lot sooner. So can anyone do it? Yes, anyone can do it. Even children. Children are able to conduct do this test if they are able to have their finger pricked. It's absolutely fine. There isn't anyone that we wouldn't recommend the food intolerance testing to. Just anyone who maybe is on blood thinners and things like that. That's probably where it wouldn't be appropriate. Yeah, but in terms of identifying what intolerances you have, I recommend this product for everyone who is just not feeling like they should be feeling. And what's interesting is a lot of people don't realize that they have the intolerances until they eliminate these things from their diet, and then they feel like a whole brand new person. So if you are interested in doing the food intolerance testing, just feel free to come by and book an appointment with one of our pharmacists, or just go online and book an appointment through there. Thanks.